Hi guys, good afternoon, or good morning. It's not even afternoon, it's morning. Welcome back to my channel and this week's vlog. This is a video I think I'd be making this side of St. Patrick's Day. But I got a phone call of Miss Carrie and I have to come get her and move her out of her digs. So I'm a bit, sorry, I'm just trying to find room. I'm just a bit all over the place, as you can imagine. So over the Christmas, myself and Carrie were having a chat about her digs and the expense of it, and where my mum lives, they've put on extra buses to help the students get in and out of Galway, later buses, earlier buses, and it would have worked out pretty well. So I said to her, maybe it's something to think about. You've only got a couple of weeks left. Like, she'll be back February, mid-February, so she only got March, April, May, and then that's how we're finished. Like, so she's less than 3 months. And I was saying, I know it's a bit of a slog, but would you not think and just save or try and save the money? So she was like, I really need the convenience of it, Mum. So I was like, oh, okay. So anyway, she went back. She's been down there a couple of weeks. And then, I don't know, then the landlord's children all moved home from Dublin and different places. And they all came home. Because obviously they're struggling as well. So Carrie was like, it's really not comfortable. Because they're moving back in with their boyfriends and stuff. So they're all family moving back in. And then there's her. So like, family aroused, and then she's in the middle of them all, like. So she was like, it's getting really uncomfortable. And I said, okay. I said, well, look, I said, don't worry about it. I said, we'll figure something out. I said, try and hang in there, even to the holiday, because you're away for a couple of weeks then. I said, you know. So anyway, last night she rings me. She's meant to pay her rent today. She had prepaid over Christmas and into the New Year. She'd prepaid for all these weeks because she thought, do you know what, I'm not going to have that when I'm doing my Christmas shopping and stuff hanging over me. She said, I'm going to prepay a couple of weeks. So I was like, that makes perfect sense. It did make sense. And I said, it makes perfect sense. So she was, so she was due to pay her money today. And last night, no, not last night, maybe Friday, she was saying to the landlord, look, I don't need this. I'm going to hand in my notice. But I'll pay you Monday and, you know, you can we'll work it out from there. So the landlady was like, yeah, that's fine. So then the landlady came to her and went, look, all my kids are moving back in. She says, if you can move out Monday and not pay me rent, she says, that's fine. So of course, poor old Carrie was on the phone going, because obviously she was in a panic then. So I was like, look, don't worry about it. We've got all the stuff moved to your nana's and then we can look for somewhere else. And she was like, yeah, okay. And I felt my heart broke for her because she's still doing exams. So she's in a panic. So anyway, that was grand. That was Friday. So Friday was sort of a bit of a maniac-y type day. And obviously I had Kerry and Hayley both doing exams. I was in everything. I was feeling shit. I just wanted to curl up. So all this was kicking off. So I was like, do you know what? We'll sort. So it's come Monday and I swapped. And this is before I knew about Kerry, ages ago. One of the girls couldn't do Saturday. And I was meant to have Saturday off. And she said to me, Orla, anyway, you could cover my Saturday. And I said, well, can I swap it for my Monday? And she was like, yeah, so it means I'm not in the office today. I'm not working tonight. I'm not in the office tomorrow, but I'm working tomorrow night. But it means I don't have to be back till 7 o'clock tomorrow. So it sort of took, when she was saying it to me, I was like, look, I've got 2 days. Like, we can solve the world's problems in 2 days. Like, what? Calm down. I'm going down today, moving Carrie out of her digs, moving all that stuff to my mum's. I am going out to my mum's just to go out and see her and spend the night with her, have a bit of a laugh. So yeah, so that's where I am. I'm after going through the Starbucks drive-through. I'm after getting a flat white, extra hot, so that'll last me getting down to Galway. And I got myself a strawberries and cream frappuccino. I didn't get my peppermint in it this time and I only got a medium, and that'll get me down to Galway, hopefully. Right, I am going to go. I'm actually going to ring Kerry now and just see what's happening, and then we can take it from there. Right, let me go and I will chat to you when I get to Galway. guys, so sorry, I have to move my hand blocking the mic. We made it back from Galway. I'm just on my way home. Oh my god, just on my way home from work. I'm trying to think where. Sorry lads, I'm distracted here. Is that just a big chunk of grey? Look at that. Holy Jesus, lads, I'm getting old. Anyway, made it home. Carrie's just run into the shop. I've just come home and I had to go out for milk and stuff, so Carrie's just run into the shop. So how yous all doing? So Carrie is home now for a couple of... I actually think she's only going to be home for about a week. And I might have to bring her back down to Galway. I'm actually not sure. So, yeah. Anyway, we'll see. I'll have a chat with her, and I can't really update just till I have a chat with her. My mum's doing well. She's doing a lot better. She's doing well. So, I don't think there's much else happening. I need to go up to Dominic's, but I haven't gone up to Dominic's yet because when I did go up there was a queue, and I'm just not queuing. Oh, I'm tired. God, excuse me. I'm tired. I hate January. It's such a long month. So, a bit crazy. But, yeah, working away. I've been doing training all today on accounts, actually. Would you believe? Right, I'm going to go for a second. I'll be back to you. Alright, guys. Look who's in the car. It's our Carrie. So yeah, so we're up. We don't know when you might be going back down.
No.
We have about 2.5 weeks to our holiday. We have to pull out all our summer stuff. Oh, by the way, how'd your exams go?
Okay. Actually, out of 3 went really well. Then the morning of the 4th exam, I woke up. You know when you wake up suspiciously? When you're like, I was not supposed to. I feel like I was supposed to wake up at a different time.
Yeah.
Well, I was supposed to wake up a different time. I woke up at 10 o'clock. My exam started at 9:30, and I was out of the window for the late arrival, so I couldn't sit it.
Oh well. But you, excuse me, you can resit it. You can sit it.
I can resit it, yeah, and it wasn't like. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's not like I didn't know. One of the reasons I went to bed so late was because I was after studying. I redid all my early medieval stories and things, and I just went to bed late.
Yeah.
So
we're going to bed late on your last exam is a disaster anyway, because you're tired anyway.
But that being said, I had 3 exams back to back, then 2 days off, and then the last exam. So
anyway, no major panic. You just reset it in August, and
I know what I'm talking about as well.
Well, that's even better. Yeah. So your exams went well.
Yeah, but all the other coursework is done, so that exam is just
the exam.
Just the exam. Yeah. So.
Well, that's brilliant. Like, there's no point in.
No.
Sorry, lads, I keep dipping my hand.
I was upset because I jumped awake, and then when I looked at the time, it was too late. So I was upset, and then I was like, "Welp."
Anyway, so we're going to start getting ready while you're up. We're going to start getting ready for our holly bops.
And I just remembered there's a load of summer clothes in my in the suitcase I brought back from Tenerife.
Do you know where that suitcase is?
I do actually. It's up in the attic.
Well, I'm going to ask you a really weird question, Carrie. You went to Tenerife
a year ago.
Did you not unpack?
No. So basically, when I went to Tenerife, it was September. So I was taking all of the summer clothes to Tenerife. And when I came back, you said, like, there's no point unpacking, just put them away.
I said?
Yeah. Don't unpack your bag fully. Keep the shorts and all the light dresses in there.
Okay. I will take your word for that, because it's not something I'd normally say.
And the reason is because the suitcase I brought was the old purple one.
Oh, okay.
And that hasn't been touched
Sorry,
since.
Carrie, look at this. Look at that big streak of silver there.
I know. And
I'm going like Harry Potter or one of those, that gets the big streak. Anyway, so we need to pull everything out, and we need to get it washed and ready to go.
I know for a fact they're all in there.
But we're not bringing too much with us, sure we're not, because we're going to buy some stuff over there.
Yeah, to be honest, Florida is one of those weird, not anything against Florida, it's just comparing it to living in Spain. Spain, the day would start off fairly warm, get warmer, and then cool. Where Florida, it starts off quite cold, and then it gets really hot, and then
Well,
it
hang on,
goes
that's
back.
your experience
Oh,
of
yeah,
it,
no,
in
like,
fairness,
no.
and we've only gone a very...
Oh no, like, I mean, when we were there for the month, that was kind of what I noticed. And then
Yeah.
it would get to like 18 degrees in the morning, and I'd be like putting on a hoodie because I was cold.
Yeah, no, I was the same. I was going out
And
sitting
it was,
by the pool.
but it was really weird. I found that really weird because when you get there originally, it's like, and
Yeah.
then you-
But we'd also acclimatised a bit after a month. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's the other thing. But yeah, no, that's what we're going to start doing. Are you bringing... So what are you bringing on the plane? You're going to just bring a little bag with you?
yeah,
Or
I'm just bringing
a little
my
bag?
little bag, pajamas, toothbrush, toothpaste.
Yeah, well, hang on. I'm bringing... I'll tell you now. I'm bringing... I have to bring a wheel on. You know, a wheelie on cabin case. Because I'm going to have my laptop and stuff in it.
Yeah, like I'm
So
just
you can
having,
put your pajamas and stuff in there if you
Yeah.
want to bring a smaller bag.
So I'm just bringing my touchpad, my earphones, my phone, charging, charging. I need one charging cable for the both
Yeah,
of them.
yeah.
So and the plug for that, if that. But you know, just stuff like that is kind of just what I'm.
A small bag. You only
I
bring in.
like when I go onto the cabin, like into the cabin. I prefer to keep it very minimal
Yeah,
because I find the more stuff there is in my bag, the more stressed I get.
yeah. No, I get that.
So, you know, like when I went to Tenerife, I had passports, boarding passes, all of that in the front of the bag, so I didn't have to open the bag and go rooting for them.
Yeah.
What did I say?
It says taking long videos may cause your phone to overheat.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not bringing very much, as in... Oh, I'm bringing a small backpack, but because I'm bringing my cameras and I'm bringing my laptop, I'm going to bring a rolly bag. It's just, I'm not carrying it on my back and not using it. So I find it easier to put it in the rolly bag, but I'll take everybody's... Normally when we're packing like this,
Yeah.
even when the kids were smaller, I used to always take a change of clothes for them, their pajamas. So they had their clothes the next morning and they had pajamas to get into bed when we got there. We didn't have to start fully unpacking. Now we arrive at 6, so you've loads of time to
Yeah.
unpack.
I mean,
So
I'm
I
just
still
like-
do that to this day. The kids
Yeah.
laugh because they all hand me their pajamas and toothbrushes and stuff, and I'm like, you can carry all these yourselves, and they're going, why? You always carry them.
the
So
other thing is,
it is
I
handy.
believe the airport has changed their rules recently.
Oh, did
I
they?
heard this over the summer
Oh,
when I was going through the airport job.
and what's the new rules?
You don't have to remove your electronics from your bag.
I thought it was to do with liquids.
Not
No.
liquids, it was your electronics. You don't have to take out your laptop, your phone, your whatever
Fair
from
enough.
the bag. So I don't know if I can always double check on Dublin Airport.
Yeah.
But that's what I was hearing the last time I was
Yeah, no, we'll check.
at the airport.
'Cause as I said, there's 4 of us
which is a
going.
lot.
There's 4 of us going.
Yeah.
We're taking on one cabin bag between us. Just with, as I said, with emergency change of clothes. So if anybody's suitcase goes missing, anything like that, we have a change of clothes. They have their pajamas and probably a swimsuit. Everybody got a checked-in bag going over.
Yeah.
It was included in the price. So they are all checking in a bag, and I'm checking in a bag. But it just means that if any of the checked-in bags goes, I have a change of clothes for people. Their toothbrush, knickers, bra, swimsuit, so they can live until their stuff comes back. So that is what we're planning on doing. But should we be doing a packing video probably?
Yeah.
In a couple of weeks after we do all the washing.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I used to be a terrible packer.
You did.
However, for some ungodly reason, I have now developed this thing where everything has to be packed so neatly that there's not room to breathe.
It also helps that I do up a list every time we travel.
Yes. But even like when I was coming down for Christmas, Grandma was like, I don't know how you fitted all of this in. And I was like, neither do I.
But let's not worry about it.
No.
Right, we're going to head home. We got our milk, so we're going to fly home, and we will talk to you in a bit.
Bye.
Hey guys, how you doing? It's many hours later. Carrie has actually gone to bed. It is only 10:30. Sorry, just look and see what time it is. Yeah, it's just 11:30. Oh, it's 11:15. And she's on such a downer. My heart broke for her because she was like, I had everything set up, Mum, it was grand. And she said then all the other tenants start leaving, and then the woman's children start moving back, then their boyfriends start moving in with them. And she said the kids were asking me to give up my bed. There was just a whole load going on. And she was like, I just feel like I was so pushed out that it wasn't even funny. Like, and I said, look, don't worry about it. You've only got a couple of months left. You know, we were talking about it and saying it was a silly price because it was exceptionally dear. But it was within walking distance to college. And she was like, do you know what? I'm just going to, you know, suck it up for the... And I just thought, okay. But, yeah, your heart to break. But she's on such a downer. And I think it's just... And it's nothing to do... It's no reflection on my mum or anything. It's just going back... I suppose she feels like she's going back to where she was last year. Accommodation wise and everything, and it's the long days again of commuting and stuff. So I don't know, I feel so sorry for... So to make sort of... Sorry, I'm just tidying up the kitchen. To make it a bit more... Or get her spirits raised a little. We were talking about the holiday. Now it is 2 weeks and 4 days away. So I was saying to her, like, is there anything you want to do? And we'll start planning it out and we'll start. And so we did, we got, and I was like, is there anywhere you want to go in particular? And she was like, I want to see the, Ripley's Believe It or Not. She says, I've done the one in London. She said, I've done the one in London. Oh, sorry, she did the one in New York. She did the one in London. She did, I think, one in Texas. I think. And she was like, now I'm sure we did the one in Orlando years ago. But she would have been only 10, maybe 11. Maybe a little bit older. She was young anyway. So I don't know if she remembers. So she was saying, I wouldn't mind doing that. Then I've done them all. Like, so I was like, yeah, that's what we do. We'll do that one day. We'll just head up and we can do that. And I was saying to one of the places I wouldn't mind going is Trader Joe's. And she said, oh yeah, I've heard great stuff about Trader Joe's and different things you can get. So if any of you have any ideas, not ideas, if any of you have any suggestions of what is good to try in Trader Joe's. We don't, obviously there's none in Europe. I haven't a clue. I have seen videos where there's like people rave about Trader Joe's. It's the place to go. I've seen Canadians cross the border to go to Trader Joe's. But tell me what I need to try when I get there. That's, I haven't a clue. I've been looking at some of the stuff going, I don't know. Some of the stuff sounds weird. But if there's something that you really say, Orla, you really have to try this when you go to Trader Joe's. A dip, anything. I'm not fussy. I'm open to anything once it's not artichokes. Don't like artichokes. But other than that, I'd try anything. I'd try anything once. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, so we were doing that and we were planning out and we were writing our lists of like packing lists and stuff. Just trying to bring our spirits up because my heart broke for her because she's come on so much new, even out of her shell, even just because walking away from healthcare was such a big step for her, and I just feel that this mentally has set her back a little, but she'll get by it and she'll be fine and she'll be, you know, it will work out. It's just telling someone that it will work out when they're in the midst of it doesn't really help, because she's like, right, okay. I'm like, no, I promise you it'll work out, but you know yourself. And especially when you're in college, you're struggling anyway, and then you have this crap going on. So hopefully it'll all work out now. Well, it will all work out, but just, as I said, I felt so sorry for her. So we came in, we made a chicken tikka masala for dinner with rice. That was really tasty. I've made the dinner for tomorrow. I just didn't... Do you know when you want to be with someone but they're not in a talking mood, and then you just want to be in the room with them because if they want to outburst, you're there. You know what I mean? So I made the dinner, we sat down, we ate dinner, and she was still sitting at the table and she was not talking, like she was chit-chatty but not chit-chatty, if you know what I mean. She'd sort of, if you asked her a question, she answers you. She wasn't very forthcoming with conversation. If you know my Carrie, you know my Carrie's normally a yakker. So I sort of stayed in the kitchen, potted around, put on the dishwasher, the usual stuff that you do, but I was just here and I'd say different things and try and get a response. So when we started talking about the holiday, then she did sort of perk up a little. So I was like, oh, okay. So I stayed here and we went through that, and she did her packing list and her things she'd like to do. Now obviously we're all going over on a budget, like none of us has money to be spending as such, like frilly nilly. Obviously I'm going with 3 students, so they're all skint. They all have enough for their food for a day, per day. So what we've agreed to do, just is everybody's gonna, so we've got Hayley's friend coming with us. Now she has a specialised diet for herself. So I was saying to the kids, well, why don't we all just buy for ourselves? So no matter what the heat, I will be a soup person. I like soup and sandwiches. I'm not into big dinners as such. I'm like, give me a ready meal or give me a soup and just a bit of bread and I'll be happy. Like that's me. Carrie loves her pastas and her bits and bobs, so she's actually really excited to try stuff like that. Now what we said was we go up to Publix or we go to Aldi and just buy stuff, and then maybe every second day we'll order in a dinner. So we've allowed €50 per person per day for food. Now that's for buying their drinks, their breakfast, their lunch, and then if we order in or they want to go to Publix and get a pizza or whatever, that, you know, they can split it between them. I don't care what they do once they're all self-sufficient. So Carrie was saying to me, oh, one of the nights, do you fancy, it was a Korean restaurant we ordered in, but we were actually leaving for the airport and we didn't get time to finish all the food. But it was absolutely gorgeous and we were all sitting around eating it. So that was the last time we were in America, which was what, 2.5 years ago. So I said to Carrie, oh, one of the nights, so we were saying it to Hayley's friend and Hayley. And we were saying, would you be up for one night ordering that in again? And they were like, yeah, definitely. So, like, I know there's going to be nights where we're just going to get the bill and divide it in four. Then, so for their snacks and their treats and their breakfast, like breakfast as in, I said to them, I will cover milk, bread, butter, you know, basics, eggs, stuff like that for the hotel room. But I said, if you want to start getting solids and for your lunches, or you want not specialty, but if you wanted certain things in for your breakfast, you know, go buy them yourselves, you know, and they're yours. Like, I'm not going to, and if we all just look after ourselves like that, I'm not a breakfast eater. But there is it the egg bites? And I was saying, well, I probably could get them down my neck and keep myself going. So I sort of said, well, I want to get them. There's only 4 in a pack, I think, when I was looking at it on the Instacart thing, my Bobby. I can't download the app. It's so funny. I can't download the app because I'm not in the country, but I can go online on the internet browser thing and I can see the stuff there. Anyway, so I was looking at that and I was saying, yeah, well, I could probably get that down me and a bit of toast in the evenings. Then all I'm looking for is my lunch or a big dinner, like a big lunch or a dinner, like. So I think €50 should be fine. Now, I did get a shock. One woman was doing, was it a weekly shop in Walmart or something? And I was looking at the price of stuff, like $5 for bread. I was like, does that come with like a little man to butter it or something? Like, why is it? The bread here is $1.19 maybe. Okay, I could go Brennan's, probably $1.90. I was just like, oh, okay. Now I know you can get cheaper bread, but it was just happened to be the one I looked at, just happened to be 5. I was like, holy God. So things like that sort of took me a bit by surprise. So I'm saying €50 for me. Now that's only to feed a one, you know. I did see actually on International Drive there was a buffet. Was it Cece's pizza buffet thing, where it's like $20 and it's all you can eat pizza. I thought we could go up there sort of early, late afternoon, early evening. Just go to the buffet and that'd keep us all going, do you know what I mean? And then all they'd need then is snacks. But look, that's me. I could get there and they're all on a bloody diet and go, right, we're not doing that, we're all eating salads. And I'll be up in Cece's by myself. Oh, I am looking forward to the holiday. I'm trying not to get too excited. And today was sort of the first day where myself and the kids, well, myself and Carrie, wasn't the kids, myself and Carrie had really talked about it, because I'm trying not to get excited. I'm trying to sort of manage my excitement and keep it fairly low. I have pulled out all the stuff from my hand for my holiday, like the, the toiletries and all stuff like that, and I've thrown them all into my case. Now I haven't sorted them, I've just thrown them in as I've found them. I've thrown them in. I have to sort through it all. But that's as far as I've got, because I'm trying not to get overly excited, because if I get overly excited, I've made myself sick nearly with the excitement. I booked the car parking. I watched so many vlogs of people going, you know, travelling to Florida and stuff with the plane and stuff. travel days, isn't that what they're called? And most of them go to the hotel the night before. Excuse me. I'm literally 20 minutes up the road from the airport. So I was saying, well, I can't really do that, but what I might do, depending on how money is and how we're all doing, I might order in the night before as a little treat. I don't know. Maybe everybody's going to be so excited they're sick. So I've booked the car parking from 9 o'clock on the Saturday morning. No, 10 o'clock on the Saturday morning to 10 o'clock a week later on the Sunday morning. That's the way it worked out, yeah, because we fly overnight coming back. And I've got it, I actually was going to book it about 2 weeks ago, and it was €170 for a week. Now that was in the short stay, but it's right at the airport. Like it's not hop on a bus and transfer up. This was right at the airport, 2-minute walk from the departures. And I said, oh, I haven't got that one. Like, I don't have it spare sitting around. It's not if you can pay it in bits, like. So I thought, I'll leave it for a while and just see. I'll probably go for the long-term car park, which obviously you have to get a bus back to the airport. But I thought, yeah, I'll do that, but I'll book it nearer the time. I went to book it yesterday, day before. And the car parking had gone down to the same price, the long term. The short term had gone down to the same price, the long term. So I jumped on it, booked it. So it means on the day we just drive straight to the car park, and we literally, instead of dropping some off at the airport with the bag so we can go park the car and then get a bus up, we're literally just going to all park up, get everybody out, everybody's cases, and we're at the airport. Now our flight's not till 10 to 2 in the day, but we're going to be out there for about 10. So I thought, well, that gives us time to drop off the bags, get through security. Hopefully people's nerves will have settled down by then. Me personally, I was saying to myself, well, we could get breakfast in the airport, but I don't know if these kids are going to be up to it, because they are so excited. As I said, I'm trying not to talk about it with them because they are so excited. They will get me so excited, and I just don't want to go down that road yet. Like, I mean, I still have a couple of weeks left in work. But the other thing is, they're all off college. College is closed. Once they finish their exams, college is closed until 22nd, 23rd, 22nd, I think, of February. Oh, not February, January. So they're all sitting around thinking about it. Obviously, they've their exams and stuff. And Hayley's not coming up for another week and a half. She's only coming home the week before we go. And that's only to do her washing and pack. So, yeah. It's a bit all over the place. Carrie obviously is up with me. So, yeah. But, I don't know. They're all getting so excited. But if you have any suggestion, we're actually staying in International Drive. So if you have any suggestion of things we should do, if we go to Trader Joe's, what we should get, if there's anywhere, if there's a nice restaurant that that isn't very expensive, because bear in mind, I am going with 3 skint broke students. They've managed to get spending money together, but I have to be very aware that, like, me suggesting we go out somewhere might not necessarily be in their budget because, as I said, they're students. Not like they haven't had a long time to save for it, but just, as I say, they're students. That just summarises everything up. So I am going to go and put on a wash. I think, oh wait, I'll show you what I cook for dinner for tomorrow. Wait till I show you, lads. Right, so this is tomorrow's dinner. I've actually done a sweet and sour chicken. Carl was chuffed. He was like, I am so happy with sweet and sour chicken tomorrow. So I've got that cooked, and Carrie's going to cook the sticky rice then for tomorrow's dinner. So hopefully that's everybody covered and everybody happy and the usual malarkey. So yeah, so right lads, I think I'm going to go. I'm going to end the vlog here because I'm tired after coming back from my mum's, and then after moving Carrie out of the house, getting out to my mum's, dropping all the stuff there, coming back, going back into work. I am actually exhausted. So I am. So I'm going to go to bed now. It's 11 o'clock. So I'm going to go to bed. And I'm up for... No, I'm not up for work in the morning. I am not. I'm working tomorrow night. Sorry, I had to look at my schedule on the fridge. Everything is written on my fridge and stuck to my fridge. It's so funny. If anybody broke in and just took the calendar off my fridge, the whole house would stop. We couldn't function. Crazy. Right, I'm going to go, lads, and I will talk to you in my next one. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.